Okay, next up we have the lumbar vertebrae. The first thing I want you to look at is just take a minute to appreciate how big the body of this is. And it does make sense based upon we know lumbar vertebrae are taking most of the weight of the body. So compared to a cervical vertebrae, which only has the head, lumbar is carrying everything above it. So it makes sense why we see this being so much larger in this vertebrae. The other bony landmarks you're required to know on top of the body is the pedicle, which, like we said before, connects the vertebral body to the transverse process. Now, in this model, it's broken, but these are real bones, so fortunately they're not always perfect. And the lamina, which will connect the transverse process to the spinous process. So it's going to be this area of the bone here. Okay. We still have our superior vertebral notch and the inferior vertebral notch. Like we said, we have the transverse processes here and here. The spinous process is a bit different from what we've seen before. So we know with thoracic, it is prominent and slopes downwards. With cervical, it is bifid, but it's kind of like a weird wedge with lumbar vertebrae. It's like a fin coming off of it dorsally here. Okay, and then lastly, we have our superior articular facets. And if we look at it from the bottom, we have the inferior facets here and here, or a better view might be this. So then there we can appreciate those inferior facets. And if you imagine these nicely stacked up, that will allow a lot of flexion and extension, which is the primary movement of these vertebrae.